It's your boy, V-Ben Israel, the People's Champ. What's going on Instagram? Shalom. Shalom, people. Let me get this right. IG asked you a ton of doggone questions, man. I tell you. Golly. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Well, as I promised y'all, I would start going live on Sundays, man. We're going to talk about disrespect. And I find it funny, man, on y'all holiday. This y'all holiday. Some of y'all, even for one day, you can't take a break from the disrespect. You just gotta stick it to a nigga every chance you get. Every chance you get. Can't let it go even for one friggin' day. It's sad, man. It really saddens me to see that. And I just watch, because it's fascinating to me. It's a lot of mothers out here who lie, cheat, and steal for the whole lives, for the entire lifetime of their children, and the child will still get on social media and shout out mom. And then do it on a day that's supposed to be set aside for the fathers, It's amazing to me. This is why I tell you young men and you men, period, save yourself, black man. Because it's not even just the women that's against you. Oftentimes the kids go against you too. And I'm not talking about children, young children. I'm talking about adult children. It's just fascinating to me. It's real fascinating to me. You got men out here that work, bust their ass, the entire life of the child. All along, mom is behind the scenes manipulating the children, turning the children against the fathers, stealing from the father, lying on the father, cheating on the father. Dad is just chugging along because he wants to make sure them kids got what they need. And then to have a child act like dad ain't do none of that, it's fascinating to me. It's real fascinating to me. And it's just basic math, If you're 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and your mom has only worked half your life, who the hell you think was taking care of you your whole life? But mom is the go-getter. Mom is the soldier. So what happened to the other half of your life? Who you think was paying for everything? That's interesting. And some of y'all children, y'all adult children don't even realize if your mom did it to your father, what you think she gonna do to you? the second you become unuseful. See, because see, while you're younger, you're useful. And once you cross that 18, 21, they stop finding use for you because they don't get no more government benefits for you. They don't get no more tax breaks for you, no more tax refunds. They did it to dad because it's the personality. This is what they do. And fellas, men, because I've seen a lot of posts today. If you're in that situation, it don't even make sense to argue. Just SYSBM. Eventually, you can't save people. They digging ditches for them, and they don't realize that they're going to end up falling in the ditch that they dug themselves. They dug the ditch themselves, and they're going to end up falling in it. Sometimes, you got to just let it happen. You know, because fathers, we want to save our children too. We want what's best for the children as well. But sometimes them children, they got to learn the hard way. They got to learn it the hard way. And you just got to sit back and let it happen. And that's going to hurt you, but it'll hurt you more trying to beg and plead with them to see things your way, because they're never going to see it your way until the shit happens to them. You got to let it happen. Because these so-called mothers, they be plotting against their own children. You see it every day in the news. They'll kill their own children to get what they want. They'll let the children harm themselves long as they ain't bothering me, and in my head, they grown. Fuck them kids. You hear mothers say this all the time on social media and in real life. You don't see a lot of dads running around saying fuck them kids. Not their own kids. But some of y'all got to learn the hard way. You got to learn the hard way. Oh, my lighting is good, man. It's seems a little dark to me. Let me try something real quick. Let me see something real quick. Let's see if I can fix it. I don't know if that helped. I don't know if that helped. Because I am outside. I don't know. I'll look back at it later. I don't think it's helping, but because it's outside, I don't know. But yeah, some of y'all just gotta learn on your own, man. You can't. You gotta start, man. You gotta start saving yourselves, because you hurting yourself trying to save other people. That's what's going on. It seems like I got a couple people coming in. I'm sorry, this is IG, so I don't always recognize everybody's screen names. Some of y'all I don't really know individually, but I appreciate you being here with me. I appreciate you being here. It's hard for a father, man, when and I'm talking about fathers like who've been fathers for a decade or more at least. Sometimes it's hard, man. You know, when you've been victim or you've been subjected to the manipulation and to the lies, and you trying to do the right thing, or you've been trying to do the right thing the whole time, and then to see the blatant public disrespect. We're not talking about somebody's personal thinking. See, when you go on social media, you making it public, you know? You making it public. Try that. I think I like that a little bit better, yeah. You're making it public. And not only is the father saying it, but the father's family saying it. Other people are saying it like, damn, dog, your daughter out here like that? Damn, your son said that? I remember 50 Cent was, he did an interview when his son and his stepdaughter went on some radio show talking shit about him. And he was like, y'all mugs drove to the interview in a car I bought. Talk shit about me. It's wild. And unfortunately, you gotta hold the children responsible because they old, they adults at that point. They are adults. And like I told y'all before, man, you gotta start checking these receipts. You know, they show up, oh, I got receipts. Nah, we don't believe you. We gonna check them receipts. We gonna make sure they match up with the books. We gonna smell that bottle. Mm-hmm. That's the bottle he used right here. You sure? Yeah, we gonna smell it. We'll check them. We're gonna check the evidence. Shout out to the lead attorney. And men are starting to wake up. Men are starting to become more vocal. The gynocracy is going down. The matriarchy is going down. The misandry is coming to an end. Men ain't taking it no more. We ain't taking it from nobody. We ain't taking it from our sisters, our cousins, our mamas, our grandmamas, our girlfriends, our wives, our ex-wives, our daughters, our sons. We ain't taking it from nobody. We tired of the abuse and the lack of appreciation. We tired of it. Because it's unfair to use that word that y'all like to use. You want things to be fair. Again, if you're making a round number, if you're 20 and your mama only worked less than 10 years of your life, who the hell was taking care of you? Wasn't your mama. The math don't add up. Mama ain't got 20 years worth of work history like dad. She ain't got 20 years worth of grind. Women typically look for the easy way. And if they working, most of the time it's because they have to. And a lot of times they put themselves in that position to have to work, to have to get 2 jobs and 3 jobs. When they was with dad, they wasn't doing that. Dad was holding it down. They was barely working. Matter of fact, things would have been better if they had this hustle mentality when they was with dad. You would have had more. Because 2 is always better than 1. But they didn't want to do that. It's only when they get forced into a situation, now they want to do stuff. Right? I find that funny. Find that real funny. Yo, if you just coming in, man, I ain't even get my disclaimer, man. You don't want to be here, don't be here. The fuck out of here. Ain't no games over here. You don't want to be here, the fuck out of here. If you're a simp, the fuck out of here, y'all smurfs. Get the hell out of here. Blue pill niggas. I ain't talking to y'all, man. Sick of y'all too. Cause y'all co-sign a lot of this foolishness. I don't celebrate holidays, so don't even bother wishing me a happy Father's Day or whatever the fuck it is. Don't wish me that shit. You supposed to, real men celebrate fathers every day. Not when they tell us it's okay. Here's your day. And then you don't even treat it special on the day anyway. So fuck it. Supposed to celebrate fathers every day. Celebrate brothers every day. Men have built and maintained the world that you live in, and you give them one day, not even that? Are you shitting me? That's an insult. Fuck your feelings on that. I don't want it. I don't celebrate none of this idolatry anyway. Keep it. You can keep it. Keep it. And if you want to celebrate and appreciate me, do it every day. Or not at all. Rather not have it. You're wasting my time. Wasting the time. I'm sorry, I know I can't see, so I'm just still trying to get familiar with this IG interface here. I think IG adds a little too much stuff, to be honest with you. Maybe it's just because I'm friggin' blind. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Just taking a peek here, man. What's that? Okay. That was another icon that didn't even belong over there. Okay. That's what was confusing me. I'm like, what is that? It's the screenshot icon. I'm like, I don't need that. But yeah, it's sad. And it's a hurtful thing, um, to have to experience it, to watch it, to see other men have to go through it. Um, I know me. I know personally what I've gone through for my kids. I've subjected myself to a lot of abuse, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of pain when nobody else would, including their mamas, including the mother. I was that rock. So to have a child of mine be disrespectful on any day, and then the same people turn around and go, I love you. How do you love me when you openly disrespected me in public? That I would like to know. Matter of fact, I don't even want to know. Eventually, you're going to learn. Again, mothers be out here plotting against their kids, ready to throw you under the bus. And then you want to come back running to dad. Because where the hell was 50 Cent's baby mama at? Again, he took care of the daughter that wasn't even his. I think she was like 4 or 5 years old when 50 came into the woman's life. And he raised he raised that girl. And for her to get in a car he bought and drive to a radio station or whatever to talk shit about him. Wow, that's crazy. So if it could happen to a man like that, a high earning man like that, it can happen to a regular guy. We none of us were immune or shielded from the disrespect. None of us. None of us. And we tell ourselves while we're doing these things, my father wasn't nothing for me, man. Unfortunately, my father never really did a thing for me in my life. So the last month of his life, what he did for me, he bought me a cell phone. He spent $150 to replace my cell phone. That's what my father did for me in my whole life. I'm 45. I was in my 40s when he did that. I thanked him. I was appreciative, but the things I've done for my kids, my father ain't never come close to doing for me. Lose sleep, fight through sickness, and I ain't talking about just colds and flus. I have kidney failure. I had a stroke. I'm legally blind. I kept fighting through all of that. I never got any recovery time for my stroke. recovery time for a stroke, I think it's like 3 to 5 years. That means I should still be in recovery. I had a stroke at 40. I'll be 46 this year. I've never had recovery time. I had to go into survival mode. But all the time I'm telling, I gotta be here for these kids. See, a lot of things happen behind the scenes. That's how the manipulations happen. And women are very good at manipulations, and kids are unaware of it, you know. And dad be seeing things coming because he was told behind the scenes it was going to happen. And dad, you can't directly go to the kid and say, hey, this is what's about to happen, because then that'll be used to turn the kid against you too. So a lot of times we're forced to watch, but we be trying to get the kids a little head fake, a little movement, like, yo, you gotta watch. Gotta watch. But they so be busy hating on dad and blaming dad for things that dad didn't even do. And then when you ask them, well, what did I do? Oh, you know what you did? No, I don't. This is why I'm asking you. Because I know what I was doing. I don't know what you think I was doing. I was just on the panel on Dr. Hassan Johnson's podcast the other night. Story after story after story. The men have the same story. See, we starting to talk and share notes with each other. And finding out, hey, it ain't just me. I ain't the crazy one out here. This is happening to all of us. And we ain't going for, oh, they running this game on all of us. Okay, we comparing notes. We ain't falling for it no more. We ain't doing it. We ain't doing it. I gotta start growing this channel some more. So I'm gonna continue to do these Sunday rant sessions. I think I'm gonna kind of, because I used to do freestyles or whatever on my YouTube. I think I'm just gonna keep doing them over here. Freestyle when I mean I'm not really doing notes or anything of that magnitude. Just gonna talk, and I'll take live calls on here, and we can just have conversations as people join the channel. But that's all I got, man. If you are a fan of mine, of this content, please go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, smash the bell, but definitely subscribe. That's all I got. Me, Ben Israel is out. Shaboy.